So Noah, I'm going to put you on the spot right now. What is, and I actually probably already know your answer, but what is one thing that you're looking forward to the most about this upcoming Flame season?
You already know what my answer
Yeah, I
here is,
do.
Printz. It's the
Yeah.
return of Blasty full time as an alternate. Like I am so pumped.
Yeah.
Now I'm just waiting for an official announcement from the team's Twitter and Instagram, social medias, etc., etc.
Right. So you're looking forward to the Blasty. And like
Of course.
I saw, and maybe each team's different, but I saw Buffalo had announced when they're gonna do, they haven't shown the jersey yet, but when they're gonna do their black Buffalo head or whatever
Yeah.
it was, whatever they call it, they're wearing
Buffalo
it
head.
like a crazy amount of times. Like I think it's like upwards
They
of
are
15 times they're gonna wear it.
13.
13. Okay, well, yeah, you know your third
Wow.
jerseys, but so they're wearing it 13 times. Do you think the Flames are gonna wear Blasty that many times?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you think so?
I could absolutely see it. And I gotta ask you guys this, and you can answer this for me. But how many times do each team wears a reverse retro this season? Because I know you have to wear it only November and December.
It's not much.
Yeah, it's only like 5 or 4
Yeah, I
times.
think it's 4 or 5 times. Like maybe things are different from when we did it in the COVID year because we didn't wear
Right.
Blasty that much. And I know Edmonton didn't wear the white ones that much. And I think for some reason I heard something Edmonton requested to wear them more and they couldn't do it or something like that. So I don't think it's much. I think it's on specific nights. It might even be based off of television too. Like I know the Flames are on American television 4 times this year, so maybe that's coordinated around that. So regardless, if you put those two numbers together, you're probably looking at the Flames wearing some form of black jersey upwards of 20 times next year, whether that's, they're wearing it at home or maybe the Oilers come out and their jersey is a white one and they want to wear the white at home and we got to wear the dark one, whatever it is, man. So I kind of knew,
I won't lie though. It is going to be pretty weird to see 2 black Flames jerseys and only 1 red Flames jersey. Like that's the only part of it that will be a bit weird. But besides that, it's pretty exciting to see Blasty back full time and then Pesto sort of revived as well, just to make a few game appearances.
Yeah, it'll be unique too because we didn't get, we got to buy the jerseys and look at pictures of them and stuff like that, but you didn't get to, like, you were probably most choked about it the most that you didn't get to wear it to a game that that the Flames are wearing the black jersey, and that might be a ploy to sell more tickets too, right? Like, we know the first night that they're going to wear them, hopefully it's pretty soon, like pretty early, but I don't know what that is. So I could have just skipped over Noah because I knew that was going to be the answer. We could have just did that right there. Doesn't care about Uyghur or Huberto, just wants to see Blasty. So
I will say this though. If I had to give another thing I'm excited for, it's the new additions, obviously, with Huberto, Kadri, and Uyghur.
Yeah,
like it's pretty exciting to see what they're going to bring to the team.
I should have, unless that's your answer, Rob. I should have said beside the new players, think of something that's most exciting. So, Rob, what are you looking forward to most?
Yeah, I mean, well, obviously the new additions. I'm pumped to watch those guys. But a couple other things I'm looking really forward to is just those games against Edmonton, Colorado, Vegas, St. Louis, like those big time contenders in the Western Conference. Seeing the Calgary Flames go up against them this year, I think is going to be really exciting. I think they're just going to be heavyweight bouts, and they're all going to be potential playoff previews too. Because I really think the Flames are essentially a lock to make it. I think they're so good defensively, and just seeing them go up against those good teams in the regular season is always a ton of fun. And then another thing I'm looking forward to seeing is just what Daryl Sutter does with the defense pairings.
Sure.
With the addition of Mackenzie Weegar, I think there are a lot of different options that he can go with, and the one that I would like to see personally would be kind of the Tampa Bay model, where you load up one side of the defense on each pair. So in Tampa, they had Hedman, Sergachev, McDonough all on the left side, all in different D pairings. And then in Calgary, we could go Anderson, Tanev, Weegar, all on pairings. And you can throw those guys out against whoever you want. You don't have to worry about it. And then also keep Shillington and Tanev together, who were unreal last year. So that's something that really excites me too. And I would go with that model because I don't like the idea of a Shillington Zadorov pairing. That scares me, especially as one of those guys playing their offside. Both those guys they can be prone to, kind of those major gaffes, those major turnovers. And I don't know how those two would mix. So that's kind of how I'd like to see the D pairings. But yeah, I mean, so much to look forward to this year. Like it's going to be unbelievable. What about you, Princey?
Well, it feels like the off season for me ended like 2 weeks ago. Like it literally just nonstop, like such a roller coaster season. And yeah, the obvious answer is all the new guys. I can't remember the last time that we had this many new guys of this importance, right? Like, yeah, I guess it was kind of cool back in the day to get excited about like Mason Raymond and like England and Jonas Hiller or whatever. Like, yeah, I mean, that was cool. Yeah, those kind of cool to get look forward to, but this is unbelievable. Mine, and it sucks that we play them so early on and it'll be done so soon, but I'm most looking forward to seeing how we handle the Edmonton Oilers this year, because that is that's what stopped us. That was the kryptonite last year. And whatever mental hurdle Markstrom had, because I don't think he had great numbers against the Oilers even in the regular season, let alone the playoffs. That opening night last year, we came out pretty flat, didn't look that great against them. Luckily, I mean, granted, we have to take on Colorado as our first opponent this year, so that kind of sucks, but at least we get some games under our belt before Edmonton. But I just want to see how they handle the Oilers, because that wasn't kryptonite for Weegar and Huberdeau and Kadri and Kevin Rooney, but that wasn't, they didn't have to deal with the Oilers last year. But there's still guys in the dressing room that are probably pretty fucking mad about what happened last year. And I understand that they probably don't have to read Twitter like I do every day, but I want to shut these guys up, man, because I'm sick and tired of hearing them talk about, and then what happened, and this and that.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Just shut up and play the game, man, because Oiler fans, nation, Dan, looking right at you. You guys ran your mouths all summer, but now it's time to stop talking and let's get going here, because it's game time and let's go. Let's see how these guys can get through Edmonton. How are they going to change? What's going to happen? Because at the end of the day, if you're going to be a playoff team, if you're going to be at the top of the Pacific Division, or you're going to be at number 2, all roads go through Edmonton. So be prepared for that. So I want to see how they handle the Oilers this year. So